All right, so here in New York, we are 2 weeks until this election. Everybody is totally freaked out by this 34-year-old, totally unaccomplished communist who wants to run the most important city in the world. Zohran Mamdani's been on his best behavior recently. He's saying everything right, trying to just calm nerves so he can sneak into office and into power and unleash whatever form of Muslim Marxist hell he can think of on the world's beacon to capitalist freedom. He had a big slip-up, though, posting online with an unindicted alleged 1993 World Trade Center co-conspirator, Imam Siraj Wahhaj, on the right in this image, photographed smiling with him arm in arm, and that's just the reality. That's a terrorist sympathizer and an unindicted co-conspirator in a World Trade Center bombing back in 1993, and just all love. You've got New York billionaires like Bill Ackman and John Catsimatidis throwing their support behind Andrew Cuomo at this point. It's seen as the Hail Mary, right? They don't like Cuomo, but he's the only chance at stopping Zohran. The New York Post agrees. The editorial board saying today, swallow the bitter pill, get out, there is no way that you can win, to Curtis Sliwa. Rudy Giuliani disagrees, though, telling Curtis Sliwa, the Republican, to stay in the race. Here's Sliwa's response to those like Bill Ackman saying he needs to get out.
Ackman is a jerk. Has he been right yet? Here's a guy who goes up to Newport, Rhode Island and thinks he's a professional tennis player. Come on, Ackman, stay in your lane. If somehow I lose, and we know Andrew Cuomo's lost, he's already tossed in the town. Oh, it's because of you, Curtis. Really? It's because of the Democrats.
All right, so the Ackmans of the world are afraid that Sliwa is taking the vote away from Cuomo, which is what all the polls indicate. A new one from City AARP in Gotham showing that if Sliwa drops out, the Republican drops out, you got 44-40 Mamdani versus Cuomo. It gets really close. But as it remains right now tonight, Mamdani gets 43%, Cuomo falls to 28%, and Sliwa at 19 points. Curtis Sliwa joins us now, and it's good to have you back on the show, sir. I want to start by saying I'm a fan of yours. I like your politics. I like you. But I also have to live in this damn city, and as much as I do respect your politics, it does feel like right now in a three-way race that we're just walking right into a tornado 2 weeks away.
Well, Rob, it's the Democrats who created that. They made Zohran Mamdani. Andrew Cuomo lost to him decisively in the primary. And now you're thinking that Andrew Cuomo can be the savior. I'm sorry. I am the Republican candidate. I had 30,000 people who signed up to qualify me to be the second major party candidate. And I am the law and order candidate, of which Andrew Cuomo is the architect.
But what?
And Zohran Mamdani is the apprentice to no cash bail, raise the age, turn criminals loose from Rikers Island. So again, I am the legitimate Republican Party candidate. Major party candidates don't drop out for independents who are losers to begin with.
I understand that, but what do you say then to this polling that indicates that if you're the one that drops out because you're in third place right now, that a lot of it does move to Cuomo? At least it's a chance. Right now, I as much as I like you, I don't think this is not a conservative city. I like you, but most people in this city don't like you, and I just don't want to just walk right into the Mamdani administration and tear this place apart and have all the crime.
Rob, let's get real here. The most unlikable person in this race, according to the polls that you want to believe in, by the way, that were wrong during the primary, that had Andrew Cuomo up by 40 percentage points over Zohran Mamdani, who beat him decisively. His unfavorability is Andrew Cuomo. People don't like him. He killed the people, 15,000 he never apologized for. He's responsible for the crime crisis. He can't reinvent himself. We'll have another debate tomorrow night, and we will discuss the issues. And I whooped him and Zohran in the first debate. You saw that, Rob.
Yeah, I thought you performed well. It was an interesting debate. I think most of the attention was on the other two. I just wondered, do you think that you can win? I mean, tell me you really believe that you can win and that you're not just trying to, if we get a communist for the next 4 years, you're in a better position because we're going to swing back the other way in 29, because that's what I think I'm most concerned about.
Rob, let me be very clear for you and everybody out there. I know I can win. I'm out in the streets. Your guy, Andrew Cuomo, hasn't been on the campaign trail for 10 days. Look at the New York Post article about that. You can't win an election unless you're out in the streets fleshing flesh. All he's got is the billionaires. Have the billionaires been right yet? Be honest. Have they been right yet?
They haven't been right, but I get it.
Cuomo.
Listen, I like you. I get it. I'm also common sense. It's frickin' New York, and you're a Republican. I mean, it's like, how the hell do you win in this city as a Republican?
Excuse me. Did Rudy Giuliani win?
Long time ago.
Did he win in '93? Did a guy, George Pataki, that nobody knew beat the better Cuomo Mario the next year? On the day of the election, he was 14 points down George Pataki. There was no early voting. He beat Mario Cuomo, the better Cuomo, by 3 percentage points. I'm supposed to have faith in polls that have been wrong every step of the way, and billionaires who should focus on Wall Street because they know nothing about the streets of New York City. Rob, I'm the candidate. Whether people like it or not, they can vote for me or they might not vote for me. But I believe you trust the people to make the decision. I never heard of this before. One person, one vote, but we let the billionaires decide and everybody else drops out. Is that democracy, Rob?
No, I don't disagree with a lot of the points you're making. I'm just trying to be pragmatic about saving this city from this idiot communist that's going to roll in here in 2 weeks.
Well, you know what? Tell Andrew Cuomo to go out and start campaigning and get his vote out, because he's now all dependent on me. What does that say about a campaign? That you can't even get your own vote out, you're not in the streets, and you're depending on billionaires who have been wrong every step of the way.
Trust me, I'm not a fan of Andrew Cuomo. I don't know how he lost that primary, and here he is trying to keep up now. We'll leave it there.
You know how he lost the primary? Yeah. In his own words, I didn't campaign hard enough, and he's doing exactly the same thing again. Look, he had his shot. He's one and done. It's me versus Zohran Mamdani. We have energy. We're going door to door. We have a get out the vote effort. I haven't seen anything of a Cuomo get out the vote effort. So I'm supposed to drop out for a loser who destroyed the state, and you want me to give him an opportunity to put the last nail in the coffin and destroy New York City too. It's not going to happen. Let the people decide who the next mayor is.
All right, Curtis Sliwa, we appreciate you coming on, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure.
For the fight.
You know, everybody's reporting the same stories, the same spin. You turn the channel, it's always the same. But not us. We're different. We report the real news. No spin, just the facts. Turn to us, and you won't turn back.
Tune in to Rob Schmitt Tonight on Newsmax.